Now we're going to take this to the Black Laws Dictionary since they claim, quote unquote, you need some kind of fingerprint just to say you're a free national or free Moorish or Moorish American, which is a birthright, by the way, which is unalienable. And we're going to go through the Bible, the Quran, and the Nubians and Nubians literature as well. Whoever tells you that obviously doesn't know jurisprudence or any adept degrees. Now let's go to a military source since they claim it's over somebody's clearance or somebody that doesn't know something that has nothing to do with coincidence of today. Remember, 3, 4 months ago, the MTA, the MTA just told people they can't smoke weed or drink liquor on the train. Do you think people will listen to that? Because in Hitler's shadow, and the criminals and the intelligence agency did not, those who said that they declared their nationality did not declare their nationality at all whatsoever. And when they try to send in overwhelming force like Hitler, those people got chopped up. This is Hitler's literature. This is not my words. It says the army records intriguing evidence of information collected by the army, intelligence, and corps. With how many of them from the military declared their nationality in the military? Now it says to confirm rather the historians use Hitler as this leader that somehow knew the signs of the Moorish Science Temple. And did he do it their way, declare his nationality, or did he do it by force? He did it by force, didn't he? Same thing like the dude from Cuba. He did it by force. So if they have it not in writing and they're doing it by force, is it the correct way? Absolutely not. This is based against international law, even if they call it a military tribunal. To say the day-to-day jobs is a requirement, or to say you can't make your own jobs and careers and get paid for it against local laws too. Therefore, if they saying they appointed a marshal, they're supposed to be a marshal on everybody's sign in the door and all around the world. Since this one is claiming they occupy the same space as the other one at the same time, who doesn't own anything. Yet there's a church, there's a liquor store, there's a mosque, yet there's a courthouse, yet there's a Supreme Court. And they tell you to take your personal affairs where they say it's colorable. So does that make any sense? Once you declare yourself as a Moor, no, regardless of what they say, it's just an opinion. civics class. I did more than one civics class on my YouTube channel, publicly and private. Now let's go to the Gnostics. The Coptic Gnostics Library, forgotten of Christianity, and let's go to the Islam, Moorish literature. So it says the Gospel of Mary, the Act of Peter, and the Dialogue of Christ, and whatnot. I don't have to get into all of it. And it says Douglas, edited by Douglas M. Parrott. What happened in the 1930s? Operation Mockingbird. They was putting on the act. They're saying they the same thing as the Moors were. It says in 1984, E.G. Brill, the subsequent of translations, and a third revised appeared in 1988 at Harper and Row. The team of researchers of the Institute for the Antiquity in Christianity by the National Endowment for Human Humanities, the American Physiological Society. And not all the words are on here, but most of them are. Let's go into something you can relate to for from the past to the present. Let's go through his literature. It says this is another aspect of the relation between the two tracts that needs to be discussed of symbiosis. This is immediately Codex 3. It said it's a fulfillment of the prophecies, even in the Christian Gnostics. It says this is seen as dramatically when the frame material is compared with that of A.P. John. The Impact of Islam on Christianity by Kenneth H. Crandall. This is copyright infringement from 1952. First printed in 1952. Second printed in 1954. It said the golden age of Islam, excellent schools were both in the Middle East and in Moorish Spain and Portugal. They said there were philosophers, scientists, poets, students from the Islamic world and the Christian world. And that is the golden age of Islam. It says Al-Razi, leading the clinical physician of the Middle Ages, wrote tracts on celebrated on smallpox. He found the cure to smallpox. and he cured it with artificial ice. So what does that tell you?